Yes, you clicked on the right video. This is the most complete breakdown of the best credit cards in the USA for 2026, and by the end of it, you will know exactly which card, or combination of cards, is putting the most money back in your pocket. Now, if you've ever stood at checkout wondering whether your card is actually earning you anything, or you've been collecting points for 2 years and never once redeemed them, this video is literally built for you. Here's what most people believe going into 2026. The smartest move is to get a premium travel card, stack miles, and eventually fly business class for free. Every finance channel on YouTube pushes this. Every bank commercial sells this dream. But here's the truth that nobody is talking about. For the majority of Americans, a simple flat-rate cashback card will outperform a flashy travel card by hundreds of dollars every single year. However, and this is the important part, if you travel even 3 times a year, one specific 2-card travel combination can quietly put $1,500 back in your pocket annually. I'm going to show you the math, and I'm going to show you exactly which side you're on. I ran the numbers on 14 cards using real spending data from the Federal Reserve's 2025 Consumer Report. The average American spends $2,400 a month on their credit card. I used that baseline for every comparison in this video. So these aren't hypotheticals, this is real-world math. Here's the plan. First, I'm covering the best travel card combo of 2026 and who it's actually built for. Second, the best cashback setup that beats most travel cards for everyday people. Third, a wildcard card that most people have never heard of, and it might be the best option for a huge chunk of you watching right now. And finally, a 60-second decision framework, so you walk away knowing your exact answer. Let's go. All right, let's start with travel cards, specifically the setup that is still dominating in 2026. The Chase trifecta. You've probably heard this term, but let me break it down as simply as possible because most people overcomplicate it. You pair 2 cards, the Chase Sapphire Preferred and the Chase Freedom Unlimited. The Sapphire Preferred earns 3 times points on dining and 5 times on travel. The Freedom Unlimited earns 1.5% on everything else. You pool all those points together inside Chase's system, and then you transfer them to airline and hotel partners, United, Southwest, Hyatt, Air Canada, and about a dozen others. That's it. That's the whole system. Now let me make this real for you. Sarah is a teacher from Texas. She takes 4 flights a year, 2 domestic, 2 international. She spent $18,000 on her card last year, which is pretty average. Using this exact 2-card setup, she earned 42,000 Chase points. She transferred them to World of Hyatt and booked 5 hotel nights in Cancun. Retail value of those nights? $1,800. Her total annual fee for both cards? $95. Net gain, $1,705. From cards she was already using for groceries, gas, and daily spending. Here's why this matters in the bigger picture. Travel rewards are not just for people who fly business class or book 5-star hotels. If you eat out more than once a week and you take more than 2 trips a year, you are leaving real money on the table every single month you don't have a setup like this. The math doesn't lie. Now, that point is powerful. But here's the thing. If you don't travel much, or even just occasionally, that entire strategy starts to collapse on itself. And the card I'm about to show you next might make you significantly more money without changing a single thing about how you spend today. Let me tell you about the most underrated credit card strategy in America right now. The Citi Double Cash Card earns 2% on everything. 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay it off. No rotating categories. No travel portals. No activation required. No thinking. Just 2% on every dollar you spend, forever. Boring? Yes. Brilliant? Absolutely. Because here's the upgrade move for 2026. You pair the Double Cash with the Citi Custom Cash Card. The Custom Cash automatically earns 5% on whichever category you spend the most on each month. Groceries, gas, restaurants, whatever it is. You don't have to pick a category or activate anything. It just finds your highest category and rewards it. Stack them together, and here's what happens. Someone spending $500 a month on groceries and $1,500 on everything else earns roughly $480 in pure cash every year. 0 annual fees. No expiring points. No partner transfer portals. No blackout dates. You press redeem, money hits your account. Done. Here's the bigger picture on this. And this is the stat that stopped me when I first read it. According to NerdWallet's 2025 annual credit card report, the average American redeems only 38% of the travel rewards they earn. That means 62 cents of every rewards dollar just disappears. Points expire. Redemption windows close. People forget. Cash has a 100% redemption rate. Every dollar is a dollar. You can't forget to use your bank account. For the majority of people watching this right now, Cashback wins on pure reliability alone, even before you factor in the math. But now here's what I haven't shown you yet. There is a third option in 2026, a newer card that sits right in the middle of Cashback and travel, quietly outperforming both for a specific type of person. Most people have never heard of it. And if you're the right fit, it might be your best move. The Wells Fargo Autograph Journey. This card launched in 2024, and by 2026, it has quietly become one of the best value cards for people who travel occasionally but don't want to be locked into one airline or one hotel chain. And that describes a lot of people. Here's what it earns. 5 times points on hotels, 4 times on airlines, 3 times on dining, and 1 time on everything else. The annual fee is $95, but there's a built-in $50 annual airline credit that offsets most of it. So your real cost is $45 a year. Let me make this concrete. You book a $400 hotel stay for a long weekend. You earn 2,000 points. Those points transfer to Air France, Avianca, or Choice Hotels, among others. A round-trip domestic flight on Avianca typically runs between 7,500 and 10,000 points. One hotel booking puts you halfway to a free flight. That's the kind of return most cards can't touch on hotel spending. Here's where this fits into the full story. We've moved past the era of pick one card and be loyal to it. In 2026, the people who are genuinely winning at credit card rewards are running a 2-card setup. One card optimized for their biggest spending category. One card is a catch-all for everything else. The data backs this up. People with strategic 2-card setups consistently earn $600 to $1,200 more in annual rewards than single card holders. That's a vacation. That's 3 mortgage payments. That is not a small difference. So now you've got the 3 setups. But I know the question you're sitting with right now. How do I know which one is actually for me? That's exactly what the next section answers, and I'm going to make it fast. 3 questions. Answer them honestly. Question 1. Do you take more than 3 trips per year? Flights, hotels, or both? Question 2. Do you spend more than $1,500 a month on your credit card? Question 3. Are you willing to spend 20 minutes per year logging into a rewards portal and transferring points? If you answered yes to all 3, you want the Chase trifecta. Sapphire Preferred plus Freedom Unlimited. Maximize those points and transfer to travel partners. The math will work in your favor. If you answered yes to 1 or 2 of those questions, the Wells Fargo Autograph Journey plus the Citi Double Cash is your hybrid setup. You get elevated travel rewards where it counts, and flat-rate cash on everything else. No commitment to a single airline. No complicated portal. If you answered no to all 3, Citi Double Cash plus Citi Custom Cash. Pure cashback, 0 complexity, 0 fees, maximum simplicity. This is the setup that will silently make you money for years without requiring a single strategic decision. Now I want to be honest with you about something, because I think this is the most important thing I'll say in this entire video. The biggest mistake people make is chasing the best card on paper instead of the best card for their actual life. A $550 Amex Platinum sitting in your wallet and used isn't a status symbol, it's a money pit. A free card you swipe every single day is making you money. The best card is the one you'll actually use, in the category where you actually spend, with a fee you'll actually recover. J.D. Power's 2025 credit card satisfaction study found that cardholders who matched their card to their actual spending category reported 41% higher satisfaction and earned 28% more rewards annually than people who picked a card based on the sign-up bonus alone. The bonus gets you in the door. The right card keeps earning for years.